Hello! Somebody asked for a little lesson for the song Καρδιά μου, so here it is. The song is a Zebekiko. If you don't know how to play the Zebekiko rhythm on piano, please take a look at my other lessons because I have explained that rhythm many times. I play the song one note, so two semitones lower than the original to match better with my voice, and this way also the chords become easier. But as you will see, there are still some tricky things in this song, as I will explain. Let's take a look at the intro. I will now play the intro very slow, and I will lift my fingers a little higher so that you can easily see what is going on. The rhythm of the intro is a little difficult, so give yourself time to learn it. The most important count of the Zebekiko rhythm is, just as with many other rhythms, of course count 1. And the second most important count is count 5. So you can split the Zebekiko rhythm in 4 and 5 counts, or if you divide it further, it will be 2, 2, 2, 3. Now, in the music, it's of course important that you accent these important notes, and I do that by playing a double bass, so like this. At other moments, you see me playing only with my thumb, although I leave my pinky on the keyboard because I want a full sound. If you would like, you can also use the pedal, but my pedal is not that nice. It has some problems, so mostly I play without. But you can just leave it. Like that. But this was, let's say, the normal Zebekiko rhythm, but this is not what is played during the intro, and that makes it very confusing, and you will see that. So this part you play the first time exactly at the moment that you play the bass. So you play them together, so like this. You start like this. But then a little later in that intro, you go again to that low part, so exactly sounding the same, this part. And you would expect that then at that moment comes also the bass together. But first you play that bass on count 5, and then a little after that comes this part. And you will have to get used to this. So if I play that, and then also there is a chance that when you play that part for the second time, because the whole part you play 2 times, that you also want first to play the bass and then, but then you have first play them like you did the first time, also together, and then when you play it for the second time, this part, then it's after you play the bass. So During the verse I play the chords A minor, E minor, D minor, A minor, E minor, D minor, A minor, E minor, D minor, A minor, G and F. And normally I would use for the Zebekico the following accompaniment pattern. So for A minor, and I will use that pattern for the chorus, but for the verses I would like to use a different pattern, and that goes like this. Make sure that you play the chords not too loud. Όσες μου τύχανε χαρές στα χέρια μετρημένες κι όσες αγάπησα φορές πήρα μονάχα συμφορές και μέρες νυχτωμένες. There are a few tricky things in the verse, and the first one is that on count 9 of the first line you don't play a chord, and it goes like this. Όσες μου τύχανε χαρές στα χέρια μετρημένες. And then very easily you can give this measure only 8 counts, and they are really 9 counts. So what you can do is to count in your mind the count 9. But if that is still difficult, you can also play, instead of the chord that you would normally play on count 9, to play softly a bass. And this is also very common to do in Zebekico. So then you can play this. Όσες μου τύχανε χαρές στα χέρια μετρημένες κι όσες αγάπησα φορές. So like this, and that can be easier. Now the second tricky thing is that the last line of the verse is not 9 counts but only 4 counts. After these 4 counts, immediately the instrumental parts comes, what is in this case the same as the intro. Και μέρες νυχτωμένες. Καρδιά μου, όπου και να πας, λάθος ανθρώπους αγαπάς. During the chorus, I play the chords A minor, G, continue with the G, D minor, F, A minor and E minor. And that I will play 2 times. The first time that I play that part of the chorus, the rhythm is a little different. So the normal Zebekico rhythm is like this. But during the first line, I use the following pattern, and you can hear that in many songs. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4. But in the chorus, the first line at the end. So on count 9 you play the G chord, so then it goes like this. And then when I change chord, I mostly also play the bass. Καρδιά μου, όπου και να πας, λάθος ανθρώπους αγαπάς. Καρδιά μου, λίγο στάσου, να ακούσεις την καρδιά σου. Καρδιά μου, όπου και να πας, λάθος ανθρώπους αγαπάς. Καρδιά μου, λίγο στάσου, να ακούσεις την καρδιά σου. So, I hope that this lesson was useful. Thank you for watching. Ευχαριστώ.